I will first say who I am. I don't know anymore who I am. Okay, I'll be good. Like 10 years, 15 years off would be fine. I'm Elisabeth Villiger Toufexis. I am a master life coach, a hypnotherapist, author of the book The Soul Kit, First Aid for the Soul. I am the host of the podcast Most Memorable Journeys, and I am a motivational speaker. I am helping people make their life better. And that sounds like a cliche phrase, doesn't it? But I know that many people need a little help. We all struggle, and by doing what I'm doing, by helping people make a plan with their lives, and especially with hypnotherapy sessions, which are or can be quite magical, because hypnotherapy is very often very misunderstood. People think it's some kind of voodoo thing, which it is not. It is a very simple method to speak to the subconscious mind, because our limiting beliefs, our values, everything that drives us is in the subconscious mind. So if we want to make a change, we have to make it in the subconscious mind. And that's what hypnotherapy does. In my favorite book that I ever read, which is Man's Search for Meaning by Viktor Frankl, where he says, between stimulus and response there is a space, and in this space is where the power is. Which means that things happen to all of us. Bad things happen to many of us, to all of us at some point. We can never choose them, but we can always choose how we want to react to them, and that's where the power is. And once we realize that we have a lot more power than we think, that life doesn't happen to us, but we make it happen in many different ways, we can have a lot of fun, and life can be pretty awesome. Of course, I'm also a simple life coach. I can help people create a better life. I can make a plan with them. Once people understand that it's their life and that all their decisions have consequences, once they take full responsibility for what they do, life becomes easy and effortless, and everything can be done. The other things that I do, being a podcast host, being an author, and being a motivational speaker, they are fun. I hope to bring more light to the world, and I hope to make people's lives a little bit more pleasant. Like, I am a very, very normal human being. I've had quite a difficult start into life. I was born to a 16-year-old mother who had to give me up for adoption, but I had a good grandpa who took me home, and I grew up with my grandparents, and my grandfather died when I was 10, so I was very much alone. I had no guidance, and I realized that if you don't have any money, that's the worst, because you don't have to have that much money, but you need money to do things. I needed money to learn languages because I wanted to leave. I didn't like the village where I was born. And I started working. I started working in a ski lodge. I cleared tables. I started working in a hotel, and I cleaned hotel rooms and bathrooms, and I earned money, and I learned. By the age of 19, I spoke 4 languages fluently, and then I became a tour guide, and I started seeing the world, and I started doing exactly what I love to do. But I realized that no matter how far you go, you take your problems with you. And my problem was low self-esteem. I had this not being wanted all my youth, all my childhood. Nobody wanted me. I wasn't planned, and I was born by mistake in a way. So I had to work on that, and I had to learn to accept myself the way I am. I had to also learn that people don't know you. But you see, it was different once I was abroad. People didn't know my story anymore. In my village, everybody knew my story, and I was bullied at school for my story. I was bullied for not having parents. And today, I am very grateful to all the people who bullied me, because they gave me the fuel to do what I did with my life, and I love my life. And we never know why things happen. When we when something bad happens to us or when we are in a bad situation, it may just be a lesson or a reason to do something with it, to use it as fuel. As I said, the people who bullied me gave me exactly that fuel that I needed to go and see the world. I've been to more than 100 countries, and I have met so many cool people in this world because of the fact that I wanted to leave and get away from where I didn't like to be. And that's another thing. I mean, it's important to understand that we don't have to stay in a place. If we really aren't happy, we need to make a change and make a move and go somewhere else. That's who I am.